What's up guys, welcome to the another episode of Crack JavaScript series. In this video we will learn about JavaScript callback functions. So what are callbacks in JavaScript and how to use them properly? If you are familiar with any programming language, then you already know about what functions do and how to use them. But what is a callback function? So, callback functions are an important part of JavaScript. And once you understand that how callbacks work, you will become much better developer in JavaScript. Okay, so let's start. What is a callback function? So, callback is a function that passed as an argument to the another function. In simple word, as name suggests, callback function is a function that can be called or run only after another function is finished, another function is executed. Let me show you one example for that. Let me create one function named as get sum. Let me pass argument like number 1, number 2, and next is our callback. Okay, so what this function will do is it will simply return the sum of the two numbers. Okay, so let sum is equal to num1 plus num2, and let us call callback function. Let me call that get sum function. Let me pass values 5, 2, and another function like print sum. So our prints, let me declare print sum function first. Sum. Okay, so what print sum will do is it will simply return the output which will be passed by get sum function. Okay, so let me run this code. Yeah, so so what our get sum function will do is it is simply taking three arguments. First is number 1 which is 5, second is number 2 which is 2, and last one is a callback function. So get sum function takes another function which is callback as a parameter and calls it inside. And you guys are thinking that is this valid in JavaScript? Yes, this is valid in JavaScript, and that is known as a callback. So our print sum function is a callback function that we are calling inside the get sum function. Our callback function will be executed only after the execution of get sum function is finished. Okay, but is that all about callback? No, there are many more scenarios that you should know about the callback. But what are they? Okay, so why do we need callback functions? As we know that JavaScript is not a programming language, it is a scripting language, which means that JavaScript runs code sequentially in top down order. But however, there are some cases that code runs after something else happens and also not sequentially, and this is called as asynchronous programming. So callbacks make sure that a function is not going to run before a task is completed. So here callback function will not be run before the task of get some function is completed, but will run right after the task has completed. So here callback function will run only after that the sum of two numbers will be completed. So it helps us to develop asynchronous JavaScript code and keeps us safe from problems and errors. In JavaScript, the way to create a callback function is to pass it as a parameter to another function, like we are passing our print sum function as a callback function to the get sum function. And then to call it back right after something has happened or some task is completed. Okay, let's see how. To understand what I have explained just previously, let me start with another simple example. Let me comment at this for now. Okay, so for example, we want to print a message to the console, but it should be print after 5 seconds. So what we will do? Let me create first function print message console.log like JavaScript. Let me use set timeout function print message in 5 seconds. Let me run this code. I guess there is, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. So there is a built-in method in JavaScript called set timeout, which calls a function after a given period of time. So here the message crack JavaScript is being is being printed after 5 seconds have passed. Here I have declared seconds in millisecond, like 1 second is equal to 1000 millisecond. That's why I have declared 5000 second for 5 seconds. So in other words, the message crack JavaScript is printed after the 5 seconds passed for this function, but not before 5 seconds. So the print message function is an example of a callback function. Like, print message function is called only after the task is completed. Okay, next, what is an anonymous function? Okay, let me comment it out this for now. So let me create one anonymous function. You guys are thinking that what is that? Let me create one function console.log break JavaScript and 5000. So as here we can see that the callback function here has no name, and a function definition without a name in JavaScript is called as an anonymous function. So as name suggests, the anonymous function is a function that does not have any name. So here our function has no name. So this does exactly the same task we does previously. Let me run this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. So it is printing the correct JavaScript same as like before. Okay. Next, let me take one another example as an arrow function. Okay. Set timeout console.log crack JavaScript. Let me give the time interval for that. Yes. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yes, so in our case all the three functions like print sum, then anonymous function, and then callback as an arrow function, so all of these three functions are written in the same output. So this is what callbacks look like. So callbacks are used often in JavaScript And I hope that this video helps you understand what they actually do and how to work with them easier and in proper way. Okay, so I think that's all for the day. So in next video we will learn about we will learn about JavaScript promises, which is also a, I think, a handy topic, like how to use promises properly in JavaScript. Okay, so I hope that you like this video, and if you like this video, then please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, so that's all for now. Thanks for watching, guys. You can follow me, you can follow my social media accounts, link to which is already given in the description box. Okay, bye bye, guys.